come with me to get a facial at JK Aesthetics in Koreatown. So here I am, sitting in traffic, which is normal. If you know K-Town, this is the norm. And if you don't drive, you can literally take the metro right to Wilshire. But they also had free parking, which is awesome. And they are located on the second floor. I walked in, I forgot to do the bell, whoopsie. But this is the lobby. I waited about 10 to 15 minutes or so. And then following up, I had to do some paperwork. So I got my paperwork in. So this is the room. They have you put on that little, is that a Christmas tree? Tree top. There I go. Cool. And there's me with the Christmas tree shirt dress thing. Also, it is like a 2-person room, but luckily nobody was in mine. Okay, so I'm going to give you guys my honest review about JK Aesthetics, okay? Okay, so this is actually being filmed on my iPhone. This is not through the app, so this is no beauty filters. So as you can see, my skin has a very nice glow. She did get a few extractions right here, so obviously it's gonna start to come up. That's what happens. But yeah, overall, my skin looks good. But I'm just gonna go right into the pros. So the pros, I will say they did take me last minute. So as you know here, it's a hit or miss. Sometimes you can squeeze in, sometimes you can't. So that was a check. They did use the suction on my face. So I think that's why it looks really nice on my pores as well. They did a cooling massage. They did a neck massage and kind of here and a little bit of a back massage, which was weird. I'm gonna get into that in a second. But they did give you a lot for what you were paying. So that was a total check, 10s across the board with that, okay? Again, this is my personal opinion. I do feel like the cons weighed out the pros, and what I mean was she texted me to make sure I wasn't late, but then they were late, so there was that. She also made me pay before the service, which is very weird for me because I'm okay, well, let's make sure we get the service done and then I'm gonna pay, right? That's kind of normal in the beauty industry, but whatever. I think I know why. It is what it is. So we started off with a massage on my chest and my back area, by my spine. And she kind of and of course I have little thing over my eyes. She kind of put body oil, but a lot, not just a little dime size or maybe a teaspoon or whatever you want to say measurement wise. It was a lot. And I was oh God. And then it was it was intense. Okay, I'm not gonna lie. It was a bit aggressive. And then when she was going towards my back, my back and my spine, she was going down, but then it didn't hurt. Okay, let's just make sure it didn't hurt. It was just very aggressive. And I'm okay, this is supposed to be relaxing. I need to be relaxed, right? And that was the thing too with the room. The lights were kind of on. They weren't really dimmed. There was music playing. So here's another pro. But it was a little aggressive for me. I also feel she switched out the girl because the girl who came in, when I had my little eye thing on, came for the facial massage, and which was amazing. It was probably, I have to say, one of the best facial massages I've had in a very long time. But I could tell by the texture of somebody's fingers and the way, you could just tell. I'm 80 to 90% sure that it wasn't the original person. I don't really care, but my thing is, I tip. I'm always going to tip. I'm a tipper. I want to make sure who was ever performing the service on me is getting the correct tip, right? So that's kind of my other thing. I was all right, it kind of put a bad taste in my mouth. And also it's who's doing what here, right? And then at one point, this happened twice. People were having conversations, the door was wide open, and I'm okay, I get it. I know it's a business and sometimes things happen, but it's it's not, I'm not relaxed. I'm not relaxed at all at this point because you guys are talking and again, it wasn't long, but it's just I'm supposed to be relaxed and, comfy, and which I was comfy. Hold on. Let me talk about that as well. So they did have a heated pad under the blanket, which I love. Amazing. But yeah. So this was something I've always wanted to try. I've always wanted to get a Korean facial. Overall, like I said, I do think it was good. I don't think it was amazing though. There was a point too where they put a mask on me and they just left me there. I was just looking at the ceiling, okay, and there was a clock in the room and I was looking at the clock and I was left there for 10 plus minutes. And then a cold towel was thrown on me after for another 5. Again, wasn't terrible, wasn't amazing. Would I go back? Probably not. And I just think it got too much hype from like Google, TikTok, and Yelp. Like I review things. Like I am one of those. I read reviews. I want to know what I'm going to spend my money on. But anyway, I mean, look, I would say check it out. I mean, your experience might be better than mine. It could be different from mine. So hey. But yeah, hope you enjoy. It is very cute. Also a pro. They do have free parking, so that's another pro on the list. Okay? All right, bye.